Hi students, good afternoon. After so many days again I have come to make one video for you, and this video for one student requested from the class 4 to make understand to him about geometry. So today I will explain about the basic part of geometry. So basic part means we have to know about point, line, segment, ray, lines, angles, different kinds of angles, and then closed figure, open figure, and from closed figure we have to know about polygon, then from polygon we have to know about triangle, quadrilateral. After that one more closed figure is circle. Okay, so you follow what I am saying. First I am saying what will be explained today. First I will say point. Okay, point means position. Points. What is point? Point is a position. It is represented by dot, which is made by a pencil. Okay. So if I give this one dot, and this dot represent a point, and from by this point we can show the position of any place or any kind of substance. Okay, so this is the point. The point is a representation of a position, and which is presented by a dot. So if I give one dot, and the name of the point will be A. If I give another dot, it will be B. So both are representing one position. Now, and from this point you can see there is no breadth, no length. Okay, and also height. So point is called the zero dimension figure. It has no length, it has no breadth, and it has no height. We cannot measure it. That's why point is called a zero dimension figure. Okay, understood? Next is line segment. Line segment. Line segment means there is one point, another point. If you join this point with a straight path, then it becomes a line segment. And if it is given x, the first point is x, last point is y. Okay, and this here xy is a line segment. It is represented by in this way xy, and you have to give one line segment symbol above the xy. Then it is representation of this line segment. So in the line segment we can see it has what? Two endpoints, and we can measure the length of the line segment. Okay, so I think you have understood. So line segment means line segment is a straight path which join any two points. Okay, so here xy, two points, they have joined one straight path. That's why it is line segment, and we can represent the line segment in this way. Okay, and if you want to measure the length of the line segment, you can measure it. So the length of the line segment can be measured, and there is two endpoints of a line segment. Now if you next ray, I am saying about ray. If you increase or if you expand the line segment in one direction, okay, if it is extend in the one direction, that time endlessly, obviously arrow is given means it is extending endlessly, so it is representing a ray. So in this ray, when you write it is ray, that time you have to represent in this way. So line segment, when you write line segment, there will be two endpoints, but in ray this is one ray, and here only one what? Only one initial point, no end point, because where it is finished we don't know. It is extending endlessly. So this is the ray. Ray will be represented in this way. Okay, understand? Next is line. Next line. If you next line I am saying, if you extend the line segment in both direction, it means in both direction if there arrow given, it means the line segment is extending in both direction endlessly. So it is represent a line, it becomes a line, and that time you have to write in this way. Okay, so line segment, when it is line segment, that time it is written in this way. When it is ray, that time it is represent in this way, and when it is line, that time it is represented in this way. Okay, so for a, what is the difference between them? You can measure the length of line segment, but you cannot measure the length of ray and line. In line segment there are two endpoints, but in ray only there will be one initial point, no endpoints, because one direction is extending endlessly, and in line there is no endpoint because in both direction the line segment is extending endlessly. So this is the difference. They only present on a paper, but for line segment you can draw the figure and you can measure the length also. So now next I will say about angles. Now angle means when two different rays are coming out from one point, or two different rays meet one point. Okay, two different meet one point. That time also we are getting one angle, here also we are getting one angle. Okay, if here given AB and CB, they are meeting one point here, OX, obviously XY, here OX and OY coming from one point, initial point. Okay, so here we are getting the angle when two rays coming out from one common point and two rays are meeting on common point, that time one angle is formed. And here we are getting two arms, these are the arms of the angles, these are called arms on the angle, and this is the vertex where two rays are meeting or they are coming out, this is called vertex, it is called vertex, and these two are arm, it is another arm, it is another arm. Okay, so understood. And if you want to measure the angle, then you have to take one protector. By using protector you can measure the angle. And how you will measure this? You have to keep the protector here parallel to the ray OX, and then you have to measure the, you can get the measure of the angle. Okay, by using a protector. And if you want measure one line segment, that time you have to use one ruler. And see, so by using a protector we can measure an angle. So by using, we have told already, I have told the line segment can be measured by ruler. So ruler is one instrument which is used to measure the line segment. If there is given one line segment PQ, if you take one ruler and if you keep the ruler on the line segment PQ, by using the ruler you can get the measurement of the line segment PQ. Okay, so I think you have understood angles, line segment, ray, and line, also point. Okay, so now next I will say the different kinds of angles. Now different kind of angles. Kinds of angles. When you can measure the angle, so if there is given this kind of one angle in this type of, another angle in this type of, another angle in this type of, their measurement different. According to measurement, their name also different. Okay, if you measure this angle, you will get, its value 90 degree. So this angle is right angle. Okay, maybe one angle you have got here, I think 120, maybe not 120. So that time it is 120 is greater than 90 degree. So it is called obtuse angle. It is called obtuse angle because it is greater than 90. That's why it is obtuse angle. And this angle, I think maybe 30 degree. Okay, if you measure this, either 30 degree or other thing, I am saying it is 30 degree. That time it is less than 90 degree, obviously less than 90. So that time it is called an acute angle. So what are the types of angle? There are three kinds of angles. Main three types. One is acute angle, another is obtuse angle, another is 90 degree right angle. When the value of the angle is 90 degree, it is called right angle. When the value of the angle is more than 90, this is called obtuse angle. And when less than 90 degree, that time it is called acute angle. Okay. More angle is there, like if there is given one straight path, this is a straight line segment is given. Obviously, it is one, if two rays in this way, they are making in this type of angle. That time its value is 180 degree. It is called straight angle. It is called straight angle. So understood? When two rays are making this kind of value of the angle, the two rays making 90 degree right angle, more than 90 obtuse angle, less than 90 acute angle, and when they are making and they are on the same line, this is the meeting point, two rays, but they are on the same line. Okay, same path. That time this is called straight angle, and value of straight angle is 180 degree. Next I will say about closed figure and open figure. Now closed figure and open figure. Closed figure means when any figure bounded by, closely bounded by line segment or any curved line. This is one closed figure. See, it is closed by different line segments. So there is no opening place because here initial and final point meet one point. That's why we are getting the closed figure. The closed figure can be in this way also. This is also closed figure. It is closed by a curved line. Here this figure is closed by line segment. So which figure closed by line segment? This is called polygon. And you know the name of the figure is circle. I will explain this also after few times after the different kind of figure. Okay, here closed figure means this is the figure which is bounded by line segment or curved lines. These are closed figure. And when any closed figure bounded by line segment, this is called polygon. And open figure, this is an open figure. This is one open figure. See, their final point, this is initial point and this is final point. They have not met one point. That it is open. That's why open. Here also they have not met one point. But here in the closed figure, initial point and final point meet at one point, because end points we cannot understand which is end point, because they have in the same point, initial point and end point in the same point. But here we can see this is, there is one difference, there is one gap between 2 points. So these are open figure. Now in the polygon, when I am saying about polygon, polygon not only this kind of figure, polygon means the closed figure. which are bounded by three or more line segments. Understood? The polygon which are called polygon, the closed figures which are bounded by three or more line segments. So, three or more means when the polygon is bounded by three line segment, that time we can say it is a triangle. So you can see here I am drawing this. This is one triangle. Then it is also one polygon. This is the triangle. Here only three sides. So it is three-sided polygon. Triangle means three-sided polygon. So polygon, it is three-sided polygon and it is called triangle. So in this triangle, you can see there three corners are there. These are three corners and three line segment also. If they are given x, y, z, this is one triangle. In here x, y, x, z and y, z. These are the line segment. And here corner, which are the corner? X, y, z. These are the corner. Or you can say here x, y, z. These are vertices also. And lines here line segments are x, y, y, z and x, z. These are three line segments. And corner are, when you write corner, there is one symbol. So wait. These are three line segments. Line segment, or you can say these are three sides also of the triangle. And angles or corner, three corners are, which are three corner? Y, x, z. You can write this in this way also. X. Another is x, z, y. Either you can say z. Another is x, y, z. Either you can say y. These are the three corners. Okay, and three vertices also. The vertices are x, y, z. Mainly for a triangle there are six parts. Three sides which are x, y, y, z, x, z and three corners. Okay, there are three corners, total six parts. Now I will say about quadrilateral. See. Okay, now quadrilateral. In quadrilateral, this is one quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is four-sided polygon. It is a four-sided polygon. Okay. So in four-sided polygon, it means it has four corners also. If you give name A, B, C, D, and obviously when you will give the name of the figure, you have to maintain the order of the letter. Don't give haphazard name. Okay, you have to mention the order. Okay, and this is one four-sided quadrilateral, which is four-sided polygon, which is quadrilateral, and it has four line segments or four sides. So four sides, which are the four sides? AB, BC, CD and AD. These are the four sides and four angles. Here BAD or angle A, BCD, you can write is ABC also, ABC, B angle, then BCD, it is angle C, and ADC, it is angle B. These are four angles or four corners of the quadrilateral, and these are four sides of the quadrilateral, and here also four vertices. Which are the vertices? A, B, C, D. These are the four vertices. And so from this we can say for a quadrilateral how many parts are there? 8 parts, 4 sides and 4 corners or 4 angles. Okay, now I will say about different types of quadrilateral. Okay, different kind of quadrilateral means according to the shape of the figure there are different kinds of quadrilateral. Like in your book, according to your book, they are given one. This is one parallelogram. It is parallelogram. It is rectangle. It is a square, and then one rhombus. It is one rhombus. Okay, so these are the different, and one more there. It is one trapezium. And another is it is a kite. This kite. Okay, it is a kite. So different kinds of quadrilateral: parallelogram, rectangle, square, trapezium, rhombus and kite. Now I will say about circle. Now circle. Circle is also one closed figure, but it is a round figure bounded by a curved line. Okay, so this is a point and there is another point. This point is moving around this point, keeping fixed distance. Okay, if you give this C and here the point was maybe A, so it is moving around the point C in a curved path and making one circle. And obviously from this point, when this point A in this place, that time also distance same, the two distance, when this in place there is also same distance, this also. So these are in all places when A is moving around the C, the distance is from C, the distance of A is always fixed. Okay, so the point A is moving around a fixed point. C is the fixed point. A is moving around C in a round path. Okay, round path or curved path and making one circle. And this fixed point is called the center of circle. And this fixed place, not only these all are equal length. These are all what? These are all radius. This is called radius. So if you draw one more circle in this way, you can see the different parts of the circle. This is the center. Okay, you can give the name O. If there is given X, here OX is radius. If you draw this AB, this is diameter. Okay, so in your book, according to your syllabus, there are given the diameter, center and radius. So radius is a fixed line segment which is the distance between center and any point on the circle. This is a fixed line segment which is the measurement or which join the center and any point on the circle. Okay, this radius. And diameter is, it is also line segment but passing through the center and joining any 2 points on the circle. Here A and B, 2 points on the circle and joining A and B joined and passing through the center. So AB is the diameter, and but OA and OB also radius, because if you see here, O divided the diameter in equal two parts which are radius. OA also radius, OX radius, OB also radius. So from this we can say diameter equal to 2 into radius. Okay, or you can say radius equal to diameter by 2. Okay, so from this what we can say, so diameter is a line segment which join any 2 points on the circle and passing through the center. Okay, and diameter is called the, in your book maybe not given, diameter is also line segment and radius also line segment, and their relation, what is the relation between them? Diameter is always 2 times of the radius. It means if there is given 3 centimeter radius, radius is 3 centimeter is given, then diameter will be what? Diameter will be 2 into 3 means 6 centimeter. Okay, in this way you have to learn the points which are related to in your syllabus of geometry, and these are the basic part of geometry. Obviously you have to be clear about this, then in the higher class you can understand properly about geometry. Okay, understood student? So have a nice day.